First, perform hand hygiene by obtaining a golf ball-sized amount of hand sanitizer and scrub vigorously for 20 seconds. Next, apply clean gloves. Using gray top wipes, clean all surfaces and allow for a 3-minute dry time. While waiting your 3 minutes for your table to dry, this is a good time to write out your discard labels and scan your TPN and lipids in the MAR and confirm correct patient and medication before priming. Remove your gloves, perform hand hygiene, and hang your TPN bag. Apply clean gloves. Next, place your sterile drape on the table with the shiny side down. You can then start opening your supplies and dropping them on the sterile field. After all your supplies are open, you will then remove your dirty gloves, perform hand hygiene again, and apply clean gloves. Next, you can spike your TPN bag. Make sure your roller clamp is closed prior to spiking to decrease the amount of air bubbles in the tubing. Slowly unclamp your roller clamp to start priming the tubing. Prime tubing until it is just past the Y port. Clamp the roller clamp again, scrub the Y port with an alcohol swab for 15 seconds. Allow to dry for 30 seconds. Connect a flush and flush the air out of the Y port. Add a back prime valve to the end of the TPN tubing. Next, you can connect your lipid syringe to the lipid filter tubing. Keep the lipid filter flat on the table while priming to decrease the amount of air bubbles in the tubing. Again, you will prime the tubing until it is just past the Y port. Clamp the clamp and scrub the Y port with an alcohol swab for 15 seconds. Allow to dry for 30 seconds. Connect a flush and flush the air out of the Y port. Next, connect the extension tubing to the end of the lipid filter tubing. After priming, add a back prime valve to the end of the lipid tubing. Scrub the TPN tubing Y port with an alcohol swab for 15 seconds. Allow to dry for 30 seconds. Connect the end of the lipid tubing to the TPN Y port. You can then add Curos caps to all open ports and discard labels to all bags, syringes, and tubing. Next, remove your dirty gloves, perform hand hygiene, and apply new gloves. You can then prepare to connect your new tubing to your patient, set your pump, and have another nurse come into the room to co-sign your TPN in the MAR. Make sure you have a sterile 4x4 under your patient connection site when switching tubing. Clamp the central line and disconnect the old tubing. Scrub the patient clave after disconnecting with an alcohol swab for 15 seconds. Allow to dry for 30 seconds. Then connect the end of the new tubing to the patient.